Now we will discuss about Java keywords and its rules. Java keywords and its rules. First we will see what is a Java keyword. Keywords are predefined identifiers. Available directly throughout the JVM. They are having special meaning inside Java source code and outside of comments and strings. This is the definition of Java keywords. Keywords are predefined identifiers available directly throughout the JVM. They are having special meaning inside Java source code and outside of comments and strings. We will see example of Java keywords. Public is a keyword in our Java, and we have static is also a keyword, and class is also a keyword. Class is a predefined keyword. We have so many keywords like that. We will see what are the rules in keyword. Rules of keywords. Keyword cannot be used as user defined identifier by the programmer. Either for variable or method or a class names. You cannot use predefined keyword as a user defined because keywords are reserved for their intended use. Those keywords are there for their intended use. That means those keywords will be having some special meaning and special functionalities. That's the reason we cannot use keywords as user defined identifiers. We will see an example. And all characters in keyword must be used in lowercase because identifier is a case sensitive. All characters in keyword must be used in lowercase because identifier is a case sensitive. Now we will see what is the need of keywords. Basically, keywords are used to communicate with compiler and JVM about the operations we are performing in Java application. Basically, keywords are used to communicate with compiler and JVM about the operations we are performing in Java application. This is the main intention of our keywords. That's why we cannot use keywords as a user-defined identifiers. In a Java file, we perform different operations using keywords. We will see what are those. So we perform 10 different operations using keywords, like creating Java files by using class identifier. Class is a predefined identifier to use to create a Java class, and we use keywords for storing data temporarily with different sizes, and for creating memories we use keywords, and for controlling calculations and modifications, and for modifying other default properties and object representation, and grouping the classes and handling user mistakes. For doing all this, we use keywords. We will make a note about all this. Creating Java file such as class or interface or enum. Next, for storing data temporarily with different size and different size of memory locations. And for creating memory locations. And for controlling calculations and modifications. And for setting accessibility permissions. For doing all these operations in our Java file, we use keywords. We will see in our further video lectures where we use keywords and for what operation we use those keywords. We will see all those in our coming classes. modifying other default properties establishing relations between classes, we use keywords. And for object representation, we use Java keywords. For grouping classes, we use Java keywords. For handling user mistakes, we use Java keywords. In Java file, we perform 10 different operations using keywords. So these are the operations for creating Java file. File is nothing but a class or interface or enum storing data temporarily with different size and creating memory locations and controlling calculations and modifications and setting accessibility permissions and modifying other default values and establishing relations between classes and object representation and grouping classes and handling user mistakes. So we will see now we will see the keywords which we use for these operations. These are the keywords, more than almost 50. We have 51 keywords which we use for the operations in Java class. So our first operation in Java file, we perform 10 different operations. Our first operation is creating Java file like class, creating a class or interface or enum. For creating a Java files, we have 3 keywords. Those are class, interface and enum. Next, we have storing data temporarily with different size of memory locations. So these are the data types with different memory locations and size. We have byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean, void. These are the data types. Next, we have creating memory locations. Like memory locations are nothing but by using state and new keywords, we can create memories in our Java class. And for controlling calculations and modifications, we use keywords. These are the keywords for calculations and modifications. We have conditional statements, loops and transfer. All these control statements we use for calculations and modifications. And setting accessibility permissions, we have keywords like accessibility modifiers, private, protected and public keywords. And we have operations like modifying other default values, other default properties, like we have modifiers like static, final, abstract, native, transient, volatile, synchronized and strict FP. Next, for establishing relations between classes. For establishing relation between classes, we have object representation keywords like this keyword, super instance of keyword and super keyword. Next, for grouping classes, connecting one class to another class. For those we have keywords like extends and implements. For handling user mistakes, we have exceptional handling keywords like try, catch, finally, throws, throw, asset. These are the exceptional handling keywords to perform handling user mistakes. For grouping classes, for grouping some of the classes into one package, we use the keywords called package and import. And these are the unused keywords. And these keywords are defined but they are not implemented. And we have default literals like referenced literal null and boolean literal true or false. You should not forget about this. These are not the keywords. These are the only literals. These are not consist of any keywords. Only these are the keywords. whatever the 11 types we have, all these are the keywords which is connected to the operations for these operations. So these are about Java keywords and its rules. Thank you.